Hi there, good morning. This is J. Richard Varvel for the JRV Morning Show, coming to you live this morning from Hart Park. I decided to come to you from one of the man-made lakes, I would imagine, that's here. It's not a giant lake, but it's still pretty big. And so I thought it'd be fun and different besides being by the Kern River. Good morning, Aaron. Hola, my friend. Happy Friday. And good morning, Monica. Lots of love to you as well. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's great to be here with all of you this morning. And it is going to be, however, a quick show because I have two events today, and not four, two, that start at noon. So I'm going to be, just so I can get the announcing out of the way, at the Powwow Vitality Customer Appreciation Day that starts at noon and it goes till 5. I'll probably be there till around 4:30. And then I'll be heading over to Beautiful Sequence where I will be spending the rest of the evening over there between like around 5 and 8 for First Friday. So I will be there. If you have any questions about the blends, if you want to come in and try them out while I'm there, that's a great time to do it. And they're of course there whenever they're open. You can go try them out, but it will just be a fun time for First Friday. So I'm excited about all the events that are happening today. However, I got probably like 3 hours of sleep. It was just like one of those nights where I was having a lot of my own resolutions. So fascinating how that worked. So the card of the day yesterday, for those of you that don't know, was resolution. And during the show I had to shift from after pulling the card to going into the meditation, then come back to the card because I literally needed the meditation to get in a deep enough space to talk about the resolution. And the resolution was really all about our personal resolutions that are happening in the collective that will inevitably add up to a collective resolution. But right now it's all these personal resolutions that are happening with each one of us. And so I feel like I've been in the midst of that. I'm still in the process of it, so as soon as I'm working through my own process, I will share more, of course. And I don't mean to be cryptic, but there's just been some things about my life, my childhood, that are just making a whole lot more sense. And so, again, I'll get more into that later. But I just want to let you know, resolutions are happening, I can feel them, and I know and trust that you are having some of your own. And so I know maybe next week, that's something we can talk about, the resolutions and the new understandings that are coming to us, and begin to share that. That feels really empowering. So, and yay, First Friday. So Aaron, if you're going to be down there, or Monica, I would love to see you stop in over at Beautiful Sequence. And right now I'm going to do the card reading of the day. Then we're going to get into the 11:11 meditation, and then I'm going to peace out. All right, so let's switch angles. Oh, and by the way, this spot was the spot that I was in when I videoed. It was like the first look, like 3 first look videos when I was talking about my services. And so that was more clean. Aaron says more clean and clear open self. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Oh, let's see, what was I saying? I totally lost my train of thought. That is so wild. Sorry, guys. Okay, so back to what I know I was doing here, card reading of the day, and then I trust that will come back to me. That's what happens when I only get 3 hours of sleep. All right. Okay, highest and best good, highest and best good. I love it. Let me just put the rest of the cards in the bag. All right, so this card is called the Doves. And if you, again, I'll be posting this to my Instagram account that populates into my Facebook account, but it's still shot of this card. But if you can see here, some bird energy, some dove energy. So that energy is really about new beginnings, new opportunities, as well as the whole understanding that as things are closing out, new things are starting. And this ebb and flow between what we're completing and finishing out in our life, as well as what is beginning to be created, new paths, new opportunities, new business ventures, new social groups to be a part of, new community groups that are about not only coming together just for the sake of coming together and sharing ideas, but then also where we can start building in intentions to begin to transform our communities in better and better ways, and really continue to create win-wins for everybody. And I know we can do that when we put our heads together. So with the Doves this weekend, interesting that it's going to be it's this Friday. I feel like we're in a really powerful month, this month of May, and it's a special month to me because it's my birthday month. I'll be 39 on May 18th, and synchronistically, Beautiful Sequence's 1-year anniversary is also on May 18th. They opened in 2016. So I just think that is a fascinating synchronicity as well, especially now that I'm partnering with Bella and that my oil blends and sprays are there. And I'm just so grateful to be partnering with them, and there's going to be some events that we're going to be planning as we go for some fun activities. And so I'm very excited about that as well. So I just know and trust that in the collective, new is coming. It's actually here, and it's really up to us to I see continually asking ourselves, what's help me see with new eyes, let me hear with new ears, let me feel and see with a fresh perspective here, and doing that often for ourselves so we can really begin to see every opportunity that keeps showing up. They show up all the time. Sometimes we see them, sometimes we don't. And sometimes they're wrapped up in funny packages. But it's again using our discernment, using our heart guidance, our internal GPS system, which works best when we're in our presence, when we're here in the moment. And from there, we get to see all these different possibilities showing up. The fourth way, some people say this is the third way, like there's my way, there's your way, and then there's Spirit's way. And Spirit has a way of creating these amazing win-wins for all of us when we're coming all from our heart, when we're coming from a place of love and compassion for one another, because we just have love and compassion for ourselves, so it just radiates off and out to each other. And from there, I mean, we can create anything. We're already creating anything. We're already doing it. So Sean says, doves like to carry the olive branch of peace. Yes, I love that as well. That whole idea that what comes to mind, that saying, be the change you want to see in the world, and the same idea of if you want to experience peace in the world, it's important to begin to create that peace for yourself from the inside, and then our physical reality will begin to reflect more of that peace. But we also live on a crazy fucking planet. There's a lot of wars and bullshit going on, and there's just a lot going on. Whatever, no judgment at this point. It's just there's a reason for it, otherwise it wouldn't be happening. But that doesn't mean that we don't have the ability to change what's happening, and that we don't have to continue on these like more war, aggressive, manipulative kinds of energies. I see like corporations, like we can turn the tide from corporations being more like, yeah, we're going to sell you what you want, but we're also going to manipulate you into thinking you want certain things that you don't really fucking need. There's that, but then also I see of like a new way to create is selling, being able to sell and to be able to create just as much money, but doing it from the perspective of something that's useful, something that people can really use and get something valuable out of, something that they aren't coaxed into, but actually get to have an experience with that's true and real. I feel like when we can create more products and services like that, I think that those things also sell themselves. So I just It's just shifting perspective, shifting ways in which we go about our creations. And that's what's the fun part about being here on planet Earth. Like, if this is a place where we forget that we're God, totally forget. The whole reality is set up for us to just, I don't know who I am. I don't know. I'm just here. I just got plopped down here, dropped by the stork, and we have to figure it out. And the crazy part of figuring it out is each one of us is going to see a figured out version of this reality, and we're all going to kind of come from different places because we are literally our personalities, our personal realities come from we come already built to see and witness things from different perspectives. But that's the design. So instead of seeing that as a bad thing, instead of trying to all fit us into these categories, and when we allow ourselves to just be our creative self, allow ourselves to be moved by the universe, allowing the energy and the resonance to bring us together in these different relationships and creative partnerships and ideas and business whatever's, that's where it's at. And that when we are in our presence, when we are radiating out our light, and when we are allowing ourselves to be brave and courageously ourselves, even when it's scary, even when it's embarrassing, even when it's terrifying, even when it's the best thing you've ever done for yourself, all that and more, but you do it because that is true freedom. And that's what's available. But it doesn't come like we might have thought it was gonna come. Let's see if there's anything else I want to say. The flow of the message feels complete, but I just want to see. Does anybody have any questions? That reading went longer than I anticipated. All right, so let's get into the meditation, and then if anybody has any questions, let me know. But again, I just want to let you guys know I'm not going to do any readings today, any mini energy readings, because of timing and the events that are happening today. But if you guys have any questions about the general reading for everybody and what might have been sparked for you, please comment in. Oh my goodness. Woo. Feels so good to be out here in the sun and it's a bit cooler today. But one thing that I'm excited about, and it came through some fun times yesterday with my friends Sean and Earl, who are also watchers of the JRV morning show. And Sean might be on live now, but had the idea because it was like 104 or 5 or something crazy here yesterday, to put the Mr. Spray, my Mr. Spray in the fridge, get it cold, and then use it, and it's so refreshing on a hot day. It's already refreshing without it being cold, but something about making it cold on the hot day and the combination of the essential oils and all of those things working together, it's very refreshing. It feels like you just washed your face. So I'm excited. I have an idea that I'm going to be working out today while I'm out at powwow, a way to keep the testers cold, and so we can stay cool as we're all outside during today's activities. But don't forget out there, and this is just advice for myself too, reminder, drink lots of water, especially if you're going to be outside for long periods of time, just to make sure you don't get dehydrated. So let's get into the meditation. Let's begin to, or let's close our eyes and begin to grow roots from the base of our spine and the bottoms of our feet down into the center of Mother Earth. And let's take a deep breath together. Really letting it all out. Also, let's take another one, and as we take this other deep breath, Make sure you drop your shoulders. Really just feel your connection of just feeling the energy just begin to flow with the earth's energy, grounding you out. Let's take another deep breath now together. Yes, that feels good. Woo, that feels real good. All right, so now I would like you to become aware of your become aware of your personal sun. That is burning in the center of your heart space. Again, become aware of your personal sun. And I would like you to begin to grow that personal sun bigger and bigger and bigger. And we're going to take it out to 13 feet today, lucky number 13. Yes. And so our sun is blazing bright. We are in the middle of it. It is energized from our heart space, and it is radiating out like a star in every direction. And it is energized from the infinite source, creator energy that you are directly connected to. Let me say that again. It is being powered by the unlimited source creator energy that is coming through you that you are connected to. So, with that big, broad understanding, because there's really no words to describe what that looks like, feels like, and what I've been doing my best to describe here every day when we meditate, is that we're all going to have a different, unique experience, but yet there is something to us all coming together to share in a collective experience. And there's something very energizing when we're all able to do this together. But it's something, like I remind you from time to time, that you can totally do on your own time, and really be curious about your energy, who you really are, beyond your job, beyond your role in your family, beyond your role in society, your status, your car, your house, or your lack of a car or a house. Doesn't matter. Insignificant things in the grand scheme of things. However, part of the set and setting, part of the ever-changing experience. All part and parcel and all valuable. However, often we can get far too attached to the physical and what we have attained in the physical. And the fact of the matter is, when we just allow that to continuously move, we allow these universal forces to move through us. We allow to change to move through us. We allow our creations to be created through us. And that all requires change. And sometimes that requires things getting out of the way. Sometimes that means going left when you've been going right your whole life. And it's knowing that you are worthy, deserving, totally lovable, and that you matter from right here and right now, no matter what. And that's always true, no matter what. And it's knowing that that is true for all of us. The other part I said yesterday, and it's another great reminder today, is we are moving from our good to our greater good, and from our glory to our greater glory. You know, again, I know there are definitely things in life that I have had far more greater fun experiencing, and some other ones that I'd rather not repeat. But at the end of the day, I'm standing here, right now, in front of you all because of everything that I've experienced to date. The good, the bad, the ugly. In the very same way you are standing right where you are standing, or you are where you are sitting, and you are the sum total of all your experiences and more. And you wouldn't be sitting where you are, standing where you are, without going through what you experienced. And it's a matter of, how are we going to own our experience? Are we going to own it from a victim perspective? Are we going to own it from an empowered perspective, knowing that we have the power to engage our reality in a whole new and different way? And our entrance point into that reality is accepting what is, focusing on what's working, focusing on getting inspired, taking care of ourselves, taking time to listen to our heart guidance. And then usually there's an action step that comes, and then we get into the action. Have the universe meet us in the action. And to bring it all back, we've done all this within our personal sun. We didn't have to go anywhere. We didn't have to do anything. And we were able to have this deep and meaningful experience with ourselves. All right, so I would like you to give yourself a big hug. That's going to wrap up the meditation that feels complete. Really feel your energy as you're hugging yourself. Be excited about it. You're real, you're doing it. You're amazing. Why wouldn't you want to hug yourself? I'm like, whoa, Mr. Frog. The frog apparently agrees. I like it. Okay, so I would like you to begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and open up your eyes whenever you are ready. Just like yesterday, I'm excited to watch that one back and do it, and be able to sit back and do it in a different way. And that feels very powerful, very empowering, and that there are some deep connections within that meditation that really connect us to our self, our divine self. I call him Big J. And so, yeah. Woo! All right, that's gonna do it, guys. It's been a fantastic day. I've really enjoyed being out here at Hart Park with all of you this morning, and this was the perfect place for me to be able to enter my day. It's going to be a big day, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys out at Powwow if you happen to be out and have a cannabis card, to come out for a visit there from 12 to 5, and then I'll be out at First Friday hanging out at Beautiful Sequence. If you happen to be out at First Friday, I'd love for you to come by and visit. Monica says, thank you, Jay, love you. You're welcome, I love you too. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm surrounding everybody with a big, huge, giant hug of love until tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Monday, until Monday at 11. Ooh, boy. Excuse me. Until Monday, I'm loving you guys. At 11, we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.